Salem is bracing for 2 explosive weeks, where nothing is as it seems and no one is safe from scandal. Between September 8th and 19th, whispers will turn into accusations, secrets will clash with loyalty, and one child's future may hang in the balance. Sophia sets her sights on new targets, Tony unveils a shocking proposal, and long-buried doubts resurface at the worst possible time. In Salem, every choice is dangerous, and every secret is a ticking time bomb. The week of September 8th kicks off with an uplifting moment for Stephanie Johnson, who finally sees her hard work pay off. Her first novel has become a massive success, earning praise not only from Salem's literary scene but also from friends and family who doubted her at the beginning. This accomplishment puts Stephanie in the spotlight, and she suddenly finds herself juggling interviews, book signings, and an overwhelming amount of attention. Alex Kyriakis couldn't be prouder. He showers Stephanie with affection, calling her his muse and constantly reminding her how much she deserves the recognition. But beneath Alex's smiles, there's an undercurrent of unease. He adores Stephanie, but he's also used to being the center of attention. Watching her rise so quickly forces him to question where he fits into her world. The real tension begins when Alex hints at the future. He wonders aloud if Stephanie has started working on her second book. Stephanie, energized by success, admits she's already brainstorming ideas. This thrills Alex on one hand, but also sparks insecurities, because more success means more time spent away from him, more pressure, and more eyes on Stephanie that aren't his. As the spotlight grows, Alex may struggle with jealousy, though he masks it with encouragement. The danger lies in whether those insecurities will fester quietly or erupt later in unexpected ways. Salem has seen many relationships collapse under ambition, and this one could be no different if Alex and Stephanie can't find balance. Meanwhile, Gabby Hernandez finds herself backed into a corner she didn't expect. What started as another calculated move has spiraled into something bigger, pulling Philip Kyriakis and Xander Kyriakis into a reluctant alliance. Both men, who share a long history of rivalry, deception, and betrayal, realize they now have a common goal: exposing the person responsible for planting a bug. And that trail is beginning to point straight toward Gabby. Philip, ever the strategic player, approaches the situation with quiet observation, analyzing Gabby's every move. Xander, on the other hand, is more direct, his frustration boiling over as he demands answers. Together, they make a formidable team, Philip's brain and Xander's brawn. For Gabby, who's used to manipulating others, this sudden cooperation between two dangerous men poses a serious problem. Adding to her trouble, Gabby's own impatience betrays her. She pushes too hard, demanding faster results from Tony's plan, and in doing so, she draws even more suspicion onto herself. Salem has a way of punishing impatience, and Gabby's impulsive nature could finally catch up with her. Still, Gabby has survived worse. Her cunning and quick thinking often allow her to turn enemies into pawns. The big question now is whether she can divide Philip and Xander before they close in on her. If she fails, she risks being cornered like never before. But if she succeeds, this dangerous game of manipulation could once again tip in her favor, leaving Salem stunned at how she stays one step ahead. Elsewhere, Tony DiMera is setting his sights on the future, and that future, in his mind, includes Theo Carver. Theo's return to Salem comes at a complicated time. His recent breakup with Claire Brady has left him raw, vulnerable, and in need of stability. Naturally, he finds comfort in his father, Abe Carver, and in Paulina Price, who both rally around him with warmth and encouragement. But Tony isn't calling Theo back for emotional support, he has something far more strategic in mind. With the DiMera family constantly shifting, Tony sees Theo as a potential asset, someone whose integrity and intelligence could reshape the family's power dynamics. His proposal may involve guiding Theo into the family business, positioning him in ways that strengthen Tony's influence while giving Theo a larger stake in the empire. Of course, Tony's charm masks his manipulative nature. While he presents his offer as a golden opportunity, there are strings attached, as there always are in Salem. The real conflict lies within Theo himself. He's a man of honesty and principle, but his heartbreak could leave him vulnerable to Tony's persuasion. If Theo accepts, it could mark a turning point, bringing him into the dangerous orbit of DiMera schemes. If he resists, he risks clashing with one of Salem's most cunning strategists. Either way, Tony's laughter and calm demeanor hide a truth: he always plays the long game, and Theo is his newest chess piece. Few stories in Salem carry as much heartbreak and suspense as the fate of baby Tessero. Chanel Dupree DiMera and Johnny DiMera wrestle with the idea of adopting the child, imagining a future where they can provide love, stability, and the family Tessero deserves. Their conversations are tender, filled with hope, but also with hesitation. Johnny, still unsure of fatherhood, needs convincing, and Chanel appeals to his heart, painting a picture of them building a new chapter together. But shadows creep in quickly. Brady Black stumbles across a clue that sends shockwaves through the investigation. The timing of Sophia Choi's birth story doesn't align with the records. Suddenly, Brady begins to suspect the unthinkable: that Sophia herself may have abandoned the baby in the safe haven box. If that theory proves true, everything about Tessero's parentage could change, leaving Salem reeling. Rafe Hernandez tries to anchor the situation in facts, arranging a DNA test to bring clarity. Yet Salem's history proves that facts are rarely straightforward. Enter Melinda Trask, a woman infamous for bending rules when power is on the line. If Melinda tampers with the results, Brady's suspicions could be buried, written off as paranoia. In the middle of this tangled web lies Tessero, an innocent child with no voice in the matter. He is caught in a tug-of-war between truth and manipulation, love and politics. Who will protect him, and who will claim him as their own? The answers could tear families apart. While Salem's adults clash over secrets and power, young Rachel Black faces her own world of pain. News spreads that Kristen DiMera has been sentenced to 6 years in prison, and for Rachel, it feels like the world is ending. She adores her mother despite her flaws, and the thought of losing her for so long unleashes a heartbreaking meltdown. But Rachel isn't content to cry from the sidelines. In true DiMera fashion, she takes matters into her own hands. Summoning her courage, she travels to Statesville to confront Kristen face to face. What unfolds is not a simple mother-daughter reunion, it's a storm of emotion, manipulation, and desperation. Kristen, ever the strategist, sees Rachel's loyalty as a weapon she can wield. She might try to use Rachel's pain to secure sympathy, perhaps even planting ideas that Rachel can act as her advocate outside the prison walls. But Rachel is still young and innocent, and her tears could pierce through Kristen's hardened heart in ways no one else can. This tense encounter asks haunting questions. Can love survive manipulation? Can a daughter's devotion redeem a mother's sins? Or will Kristen once again turn family into pawns in her endless game? And then, at the center of chaos, we find Sophia Choi, an expert in stirring trouble, now preparing her boldest scheme yet. After spotting a tender exchange between Holly Jonas and Johnny DiMera, Sophia's mind begins to twist what she sees. Johnny may be Holly's professor, but in Sophia's imagination, this becomes fuel for a scandal that could scorch both of them. By the week of September 15 to 19, Sophia sets her plan in motion. Calculated, patient, and ruthless, she sneaks into Holly's dorm room, searching for evidence she can twist into her narrative. The photos she takes aren't proof of anything, but Sophia knows Salem well enough. Sometimes perception is more powerful than truth. A few carefully staged images, paired with whispers in the right ears, could ignite whispers of an affair between Holly and her professor. For Holly, the consequences could be devastating. Her reputation at school, her friendships, and her future could all crumble overnight. For Johnny, the risk is even greater. A scandal of this magnitude could ruin his career, destroy his marriage, and mark him forever. What makes Sophia so dangerous is not her impulse, but her precision. She doesn't seek drama for its own sake, she seeks destruction. By targeting two people at once, she multiplies the fallout, ensuring the scandal's blast radius is wide and unforgiving. Yet in her ambition lies her vulnerability. Salem is a town that eventually unmasks liars, and if Sophia overplays her hand, she risks becoming the villain everyone turns against. Still, for now, she relishes her role as puppet master, setting a trap that could shatter lives and leave Salem buzzing with suspicion. 2 weeks in Salem can change everything, and from September 8 to 19, the stage is set for heartbreak, betrayal, and bold new moves. Stephanie's success tests her romance, Gabby risks exposure from two powerful enemies, and Tony's proposal could alter Theo's future. Meanwhile, the mystery of baby Tessero deepens, Rachel's loyalty to Kristen is tested, and Sophia spins a scandal that could shatter Holly and Johnny. As always, Salem thrives on secrets, but when those secrets come to light, the consequences can be catastrophic. Which storyline has you most intrigued? Will Sophia's scheme backfire, or will she cement herself as Salem's ultimate manipulator? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more dramatic updates from Days of Our Lives.